Have you ever felt overwhelmed by negative emotions? Imagine emotions as the unseen currents that steer the ship of our lives. They can propel us forward with joy and hope, or they can drag us into the abyss of despair. Particularly negative emotions like fear, anger, and sadness often have a grip so strong that they can cloud our judgment, impact our physical health, and hinder our progress both personally and professionally. Consider how a single moment of anger can ruin a day, or relentless anxiety can impair one's ability to function optimally at work. These are not just fleeting feelings, they are potent forces that dictate the course of our lives. They can lead to significant setbacks, closing doors on opportunities and relationships that might have otherwise flourished. But why do these emotions hold such power? It's because they tap into the very core of our human experience, intertwining with our deepest vulnerabilities and fears. Understanding these emotions is the first step towards transforming them. What can ancient Buddhist teachings teach us about modern emotional struggles? In Buddhism, understanding emotions begins with the Four Noble Truths, a foundational concept that dives deep into the human experience of suffering, known as dukkha. The first truth acknowledges that life involves suffering. From birth to death, humans face physical and emotional pains, disappointments, and unfulfilled desires. The second truth explores the cause of this suffering. It's often traced back to our desires and attachments. These cravings can range from material possessions to relationships and even ideals. When these desires are not met, we experience suffering. Moving to the third noble truth, there is a silver lining. It reveals that it's possible to end this suffering. This cessation is achieved by letting go of our attachments and desires, a concept that seems simple yet requires profound introspection and practice. The fourth truth lays out the path to achieving this freedom from suffering, known as the Eightfold Path. This includes right understanding, right intent, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentration. Each step is a guide to ethical and mental development, helping individuals cultivate qualities that lead to the cessation of suffering. In essence, Buddhism does not see emotions as inherently bad. Instead, it views them as signals, opportunities to explore deeper truths about ourselves and our attachments. By understanding and applying these principles, we can navigate our emotional landscapes more skillfully. Buddhism doesn't just highlight problems but offers a path to overcoming them. Recognizing one's own emotions is harder than it sounds. Often we move through life reacting automatically to situations, not pausing to understand the emotions driving our responses. But by sharpening our self-awareness, we can begin to identify and manage these emotional patterns. One effective way to start this process is through mindfulness. Mindfulness isn't just a buzzword, it's a practical approach to living that allows us to observe our thoughts and feelings without judgment. By practicing mindfulness, we can start to notice the subtleties of our emotional landscape. The first step in this journey is to simply sit with your feelings. This might sound easy, but it requires patience and practice. Find a quiet space, close your eyes, and take a few deep breaths. As you settle into this moment, begin to ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? Let whatever emotions are present rise to the surface. You might feel a mix of anxiety, sadness, or irritation. Allow them to be there without trying to change or judge them. As you become more comfortable with this practice, you'll start to notice patterns. Perhaps you'll see that certain situations trigger a feeling of anxiety, or that particular times of the day bring a wave of sadness. These are your emotional patterns, and recognizing them is a crucial step toward managing your inner world. To deepen this understanding, maintain a mindfulness journal. After each session, jot down what you felt and what might have triggered those emotions. Over time, this journal will serve as a map of your emotional habits, highlighting areas where negative emotions dominate and offering clues on how to address them. Finally, extend this mindfulness into everyday life. Begin to observe your emotions as they arise in real time. This might mean noticing irritation bubble up during a traffic jam or sensing sadness during a particular song. By acknowledging these feelings as they occur, you begin to weaken their hold over you. With recognition comes the power to change. As you cultivate this self-awareness, you're not just identifying negative emotions, you're setting the stage for profound personal transformation. Where do these negative emotions stem from? This question nudges us towards a deeper understanding of our inner landscape. According to Buddhist teachings, the roots of suffering and thereby negative emotions lie primarily in attachment, expectations, and past experiences. Let's delve into attachment first. In Buddhism, attachment is not merely about physical or material connections, it's about the emotional and mental clinging we have to ideas, outcomes, and even people, believing that they are key to our happiness. This kind of attachment can lead to fear of loss and disappointment, which are powerful sources of negative emotions. Next, consider expectations. When our reality does not align with our expectations, frustration sets in. Imagine expecting perpetual recognition at work, flawless relationships, or even constant happiness. These are unrealistic expectations that life can seldom meet. Each unmet expectation can be a seed for dissatisfaction or sadness. Past experiences also play a crucial role. Our memories are not just passive recollections, they actively shape our present emotional responses. A past failure, for instance, might color our current endeavors with anxiety or self-doubt. Similarly, unresolved conflicts or trauma can resurface as anger or fear in seemingly unrelated situations. Understanding these sources helps illuminate why we feel the way we do. It's like tracing back a river to its source. Knowing where it begins gives us insight into why it flows the way it does and how we might redirect it. Buddhism teaches us that awareness of these roots is the first step in managing our emotions. By recognizing the origins of our suffering, we equip ourselves to handle these emotions more skillfully. We begin to see our attachments and expectations for what they are, constructs of our mind that we can observe, understand, and ultimately let go of. Therefore, the journey to emotional freedom in Buddhism is not about suppression or denial, but about understanding and transformation. Knowing the root cause is crucial for effective transformation. Now, how do we let go of these burdens? In the journey of releasing negative emotions, Buddhism offers a treasure trove of techniques that can transform our everyday experiences. One of the most powerful methods is meditation. Meditation isn't just sitting quietly, it's an active engagement with the mind. To start, find a quiet place where you can sit comfortably without distractions. Close your eyes and focus on your breath. As thoughts and emotions arise, simply observe them without attachment or judgment. Think of them as clouds passing in the sky. There, but always fleeting. Next, let's explore chanting. Chanting is another profound practice rooted in Buddhist tradition. It involves repeating a mantra or phrase, which can help center the mind and alleviate the grip of negative emotions. You might choose a traditional mantra like Om Mani Padme Hum, which invokes the Bodhisattva of compassion. By vocalizing these words, you're not just creating sound, you're setting intentions, and these intentions can help clear the mind of negativity. Now, on to mindful breathing. This technique is beautifully simple, yet incredibly effective. Begin by inhaling deeply through your nose, letting your abdomen expand fully. Hold this breath for a few seconds, then exhale slowly through your mouth. Concentrate on the sensation of air moving in and out of your body. This focus brings you back to the present moment, away from past regrets and future anxieties. Incorporating these practices into your daily life doesn't require monumental changes. Start small. Dedicate just 5 minutes each morning to meditation. While walking or commuting, practice mindful breathing. Integrate chanting into your evening routine, perhaps before bedtime. Each step is a step away from the clutches of negative emotions. As these practices become a regular part of your life, you'll notice subtle shifts. Situations that once sparked frustration or sadness may lose their edge. You'll find yourself responding with more calmness and compassion, not only towards others but also towards yourself. Remember, the path to releasing negative emotions is a journey, not a sprint. It's about progress, not perfection. Each moment of mindfulness, each session of meditation, each chant is a brick in the foundation of a more peaceful life. Releasing negative emotions frees us from unnecessary suffering. Embracing change leads to freedom and growth. As we journey through life, the transformation of our inner landscape is crucial. We've explored the powerful sway of emotions and the profound Buddhist insights on managing them. Recognizing and understanding our negative emotions is the first step towards a meaningful change. Let's reflect on the path we've mapped, identifying these emotions, understanding their roots, and applying effective techniques to release them. This isn't just about coping, but about evolving. Each step taken is a step towards a deeper self-awareness and a more profound peace. As you continue to practice mindfulness, meditation, and other transformative techniques discussed, remember, this is an ongoing journey. There are no quick fixes in the quest for inner peace and emotional resilience. It's about consistent practice and commitment to growth. This process of continual self-improvement and emotional management is dynamic and ever-evolving. Keep pushing the boundaries of your emotional understanding and capabilities. Transform your emotions, transform your life.